Hey, welcome to episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. From Abita out of Louisiana, Office Party Holiday Stout. It's actually pretty strong for them, 6.8. So it's actually, I'll just bring up the website here. I got it right here. So it says spice up your brew with oats, pale, caramel, and chocolate malts, hop with Willamette hops, and so it's got cocoa nibs, cinnamon, vanilla, and nutmeg to infuse the holiday spirit. Pour it into the nonic pint glass. I know it looks black on camera. Pretty much is. It's deep brown. Getting like, about 2-3 fingers of foam. We're down to 1 finger, but that's still holding tight. Nice kind of khaki, frothy thing going there. Smells like what it is. Smells like a stout with, some chocolate and vanilla. Well, it says cocoa nibs. Not quite the same thing as chocolate, but little bit of cinnamon. I don't really get the nutmeg. This doesn't smell pumpkin-y to me. Usually when you have cinnamon, nutmeg, and it's funny, like Christmas spices are essentially the same spices as pumpkin spices, just like in a different ratio. But yeah, this has like a sweet, slightly spiced kind of smell. I thought it'd be like a little bit more aromatic for 6.8 because this smells like something like 4 or 5 or something, but hopefully it delivers on the taste. Let's find out. Cheers. Had like almost like a bubble gum kind of finish there. That's odd. When I said on the nose, I said it didn't really smell like a 6.8. It doesn't really taste like a 6.8 either. This tastes like a lighter beer than it actually is. Like if you handed this to me blind, I'd probably guess 5 to 5.5 ABV. Super stouty. It's not super roasty. It's more like I guess you could say like a porter or a brown ale. So like not super intensely roasted. I mean, it's definitely darker malt base flavor there, obviously. Cocoa nibs giving it, kind of a essence of chocolate. They did mention vanilla, which usually when you have cocoa nibs and vanilla, you get like a chocolate candy kind of thing. Yeah, cinnamon and nutmeg. There is like a background of spiciness to it. I will say, like, it doesn't taste like pumpkin, but it doesn't taste like a Christmas beer. I think it must be like their ale yeast has like this kind of fruity thing. It's almost like a German ale yeast, has like a slight kind of bubblegum kind of thing to it. It's not banana though, and it's not especially fruity. It just has like this general kind of sweetness. Could just be like the combination of like whatever spices they're using. I also like nice lacing on the glass. I'm surprised on that. I'm a little disappointed in the body though, or just like in the general robustness or lack thereof. Because this is 6.8, and usually a Abita tops out about 6. So 6.8. You're starting to get up there with the big boys, and I thought this would have like a little bit more flavor because I think like Funky Buddha Last Snow is in that range, and that's like way more flavorful than this one. That only has chocolate and coffee in it. Or sorry, coconut and coffee. Yeah, mouthfeel on this one is a little thinner than I'd prefer and what I was expecting. I thought this would be like at least medium full. This is probably closer to like a medium carbonation, probably about medium, maybe medium low. I will say it is very smooth though. It's not quite creamy. It did say it was made with oats. So you would think like even like with oats you'd get like a little bit thicker, kind of more silkier mouthfeel. I mean like the actual texture itself is very smooth. I don't know if it goes as far as say silky or creamy. But the actual drinkability on this is great. I am really skeptical. This is really 6.8. This is drinking like a 5. For better or for worse. I mean, it's great when stronger beers are, no challenge to drink whatsoever. It's like we had that Samuel Smith's Winter Welcome Ale the other day, and that's only 6%, and it had like a little bit of alcohol warmth, but I think it's just from the English ale yeast. This is, this is super, super smooth, really drinkable. My only complaint is just like, I like the ingredients here, but I want more of them, Abita, don't, I feel like they, they kind of pussied out. You know, like, oh, our drinkers aren't gonna like this much spice. Yeah, we will. Yeah, so a little bit more spice, a little bit more of everything would have been nice. Or maybe just like a little less water. That being said, it's not a bad beer at all. It is solid, it is good. To me, this is like a 6.5, maybe 7. As always, follow me on Untapped and Instagram, because I do sometimes tweak the review between now and then. By the way, speaking of office parties, this is a shirt I've had for years, and I'm sure that I've worn this to the office. I haven't had an office job in like 8 years, but I'm sure I'll hang on to it if I ever have another office job. But yeah, all right, so I'm rambling. So 6.5 out of 10 for Abita Office Party Holiday Stout. It's good. It's okay. Great drinkability. Nothing wrong with it at all. Just not as flavorful as I prefer, but you know, appreciate. And the price is right. It's like $2.69 or something like that. All right, I'm rambling. If you watch all the way on, you're awesome. I'll see you guys for the next episode. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's beer review.
Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.